To log into your Google Calendar, go to the following URL, calendar.google.com. Enter your UCSB ID followed by @ucsb.edu. Press Next. Type in your UCSB ID password, then press Sign In. Note that if you want to stay on this computer, if it's not a public computer, you can click Stay Sign In by clicking the checkbox. And once you sign in, it will take you to the landing page of your calendar. Google Calendar has several methods to navigate inside your calendar. You can view the day, the week, the month, 4 days, or your agenda. If you click on the week view, you can also navigate through any of the views using the less than or the greater than, or the previous period and the next period. To view the next period, press the next period button. It will show you 1 week at a time. But if I was on the day view, it will show you previous and the next day. The Today button takes you to today.
In order to view another person's calendar, you must search for their name under Other Calendars. Select the person whose calendar you would like to view, and it will automatically show up. Another person's calendar will always show up with bands across it, versus your events which show up solid. To change the color of another person's calendar, you can select the drop-down menu next to their name and choose a different color for your view of their calendar. Google Calendar does not differentiate between tasks, meetings, day events, or daily notes. Google Calendar simply uses the term events. You can, however, specify the type of event in its description. In order to create an event, you click Create, title your event, and you can add event details here. If you have multiple calendars, choose the calendar where you would like to add the event. At the top of the page, click Save. You can also add an event simply by clicking, creating an event. There are several ways to edit an event in Google Calendar. Firstly, you can drag and drop the event to a different time or date. Secondly, you can drag down the bottom of the event to extend the duration. By clicking anywhere in the event block, you can edit the name or delete the event. To edit more specific details, you need to click the name of the event. Here, you can add a description, you can change the event color, you can set notifications, or you can set it as a repeating event. Here, you can choose how often you would like it to repeat and when you would like it to stop repeating. You can also recategorize this event as an all-day event. Remember, you always need to click Save. To delete an event, you can click anywhere in the block and click Delete. Since this is a repeating event, you can select whether you would like to delete all of the repeating events or simply this instance. There are several ways to respond to an event invitation. If you are using your UCSB Gmail account online, you can respond from the email notification. Yes, maybe, or no. You can also respond by clicking on the event block which shows up on your calendar. Yes, maybe, or no. Then click Save. The event is now updated to reflect that you will be attending. If you are not yet using your UCSB Gmail account online, you can respond from the invitation meeting that you received to your other email account. Here, you will need to go to the link provided. You can also indicate whether or not you will be bringing any guests. To find out who proposed an event, click on the name of the event. The person who proposed the event's name or email address will show up here. To find out whether or not your guests, the people you invited, plan on showing up, you can check for a check mark next to their name. You can also find out how many guests your attendees plan on bringing. Google Calendar uses a function called sharing to delegate calendar access. To share your calendar, select which of your calendars you would like to share. Click the drop-down menu. Select Share this calendar. Here, you can type in the email address of the person you would like to share it with. I'm sharing it with Alex. On the permission settings, make sure to select Make Changes and Manage Sharing. Remember to click Save. When looking at Alex's account, you will see that he has received a notification email. No action is required. This email simply states that Joe Gaucho has shared his calendar with Alex. Because Joe Gaucho delegated access to Alex, including making changes and managing sharing, he comes up under the My Calendars section. To create an event on Joe Gaucho's calendar from Alex's account, you will need to select the drop-down menu, then click Create Event on this calendar. Here, you can edit an event name, enter a location, add guests, or any other event details. Make sure to save. Back on Joe Gaucho's account, you can see that the new event was added to his calendar, and it says that it was created by Alex.
Sometimes you want to print a day, a week, a month, or the next 4 days, or even your agenda. To do so, you select the view you want to print. In this case, I'm going to select week. And I'm also going to make sure that my Joe Gaucho calendar is showing. If you want to print this week for Joe Gaucho and Alex Sanchez, you go ahead and click also on the Alex Sanchez calendar. Then you go to the More button and select Print. You will then see the calendar print preview. You might wish to print this black and white in case you don't have a color printer. And once you select that, you can click the Print button at the bottom or save it as a PDF. You can also change the print range from this week to the next 2 weeks or the next 4 weeks, or you can change the dates you want to see on the printout. I'm going to click Cancel. Also, sometimes you might need to refresh your calendar. To refresh your calendar, you want to go ahead and go to the same More button and click Refresh. This will go ahead and show all the events that you have on your calendar. And also it will refresh any changes you made that don't seem to come out right away.
Your Connect calendar offers many options for customization. To change these options, go to Settings. Here you can change your default language, country, time zone, date and time format, default event duration, and you can change when your week starts on. If you're using your UCSB Connect calendar purely for work purposes, you might want to change your week to start on Monday. You might also want to set default working hours so that people will be notified if they invite you to an event that is outside of your working hours. Here I've set my working hours to 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. You can also choose whether or not to show the weekends in the week and month view. Since this is a work calendar, I'm going to select No. You can also customize your week view by selecting Custom View and choosing how many days you would like to see at one time. You can enter a location, show the weather, choose whether or not to show events that you have declined, and choose whether or not to automatically add invitations to your calendar. If you select No, to only show invitations to which you have responded, you will need to have notification settings turned on, or else you risk missing an event. You can also select an alternate calendar, and enable keyboard shortcuts. Click Save. You will now see that my week view shows only Monday through Friday instead of Sunday to Sunday. I also selected to have 5 days instead of 4 days for my custom week view. There are two main types of notifications for your Connect calendar. The first is a pop-up notification, which looks like this. The second is an email notification. To change your notification settings, go to Settings in the top right corner. Click Calendars and select which calendar you would like to change the settings for. Click Edit Notifications. Here you can add or remove notifications. Select if you would like a pop-up or email notification and when you would like to receive it. You can also choose to receive all-day event notifications, email notifications, or SMS notifications. You can choose to receive a daily agenda every day at 5 a.m. in your current time zone. Remember to click Save. Each Connect calendar account automatically comes with a tasks list. Under My Calendars, click it to show or hide the tasks list on the right-hand side. There's a list of actions on the bottom, and you can click the plus sign to create a new task, and click the arrow to edit the details. Tasks with a due date will show up on your calendar like an all-day event. You can click the box to check off whether or not you have done this task. To delete a task, select it and click the trash can.
We only covered the very basics of Google Calendar. If you want to learn more, you can always jump from your calendar to the gear button and select Help. This will open another tab on your browser or another window, which will allow you to see more help in detail from Google. For example, if you wanted to go ahead and see what the settings have to offer, you would click Settings, and then an accordion will open up with everything you ever wanted to know about the settings. Changing your settings will go ahead and give you yet another accordion that would go ahead and give you information about how to change different aspects of the settings. In the future, we will create more USB-centric movies and lessons so that we might be able to assist you better. For now, this has been Aubrey Amstutz and Alex Sanchez, and welcome to Google Calendar.